A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Shoves it away. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
2nd and 3. Now inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. Throwing right, and that's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Stiff-armed him. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Alert! Alert!
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 35. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Panther 11! Panther 11! Go!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Touchdown, Broncos! George Kittle from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Again on second down, it's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
Now Stroud. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Max Crosby in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. But you look at this Bronco defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught. Judy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A heck of a play there on. Amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Running left, it's Barkley. To the 36-yard line, stop there. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's Stroud. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Stroud and company going for it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up, and we're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hurt. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Trap 60. Go.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Barkley. It's into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Now here's Stroud, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
18, 5 in, 79 Broncos. Hawk 70. Ready, go. Hey, smash Broncos. Ready.
Stroud to throw it. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's second down. Here goes Stroud again. Flush to his right. That is caught by Dell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Ready, break. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Stroud. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Baron Browning. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Nifty move. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They'll drop to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Check. Ready.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now 2nd and 9.
Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
60. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Pat Surtain. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor as the 1st half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
79 Broncos. Ready?
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
Come on, come on. Hit 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
And Stroud now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Dragon 60, Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Stroud eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Texans. Jerry Jeudy, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to claw one back.
Everyone felt like this game was over, but to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown, that's got to be a positive for them.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Broncos 35, Texans 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Across midfield. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 20. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Here we go. Reno. Ready, right?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down, Houston.
Hurt. Trap 50. Ready.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Stroud working out of the gun.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
70 Rangers. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Again, it's Stroud.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mustang 19. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
3rd and goal, Stroud.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bronco defense comes up big.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Shot 60. Shot 60.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 Lions. Ready.
Now back to throw.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Check.
On the draw is Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost